Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, once more with Vath, where we do the next rank up quest. Your enemy and mine. Where am I? Who am I? Huh? Fooled you, master. What a strange feeling to say that to someone so trusting. Is that what it means to deceive? I felt thrill and guilt at the same time. But fooling aside, I wanted to tell you my thought. A daring thought. I cannot do it without your help. You know our walls are made of clay, yes? They require constant tending. Layers upon layers must be slathered over time. The walls of our hive have not hardened like steel, like Lova's Nav. Thin walls mean thin defenses. We succeeded in stealing stockpiles from deep within Losa's Nat until they become aware of our bold ventures. Now we no longer wish to live as their parasites. We must find our own beds. So we listened to the Onemind and followed. They seem to have found other beds of clay in a domain even more dangerous, near the Dragon Tower, too dangerous for them to take. My thought was we could try asking the dragons for permission to extract the clay ourselves. This thought was too daring, much too daring. I did not consider it at first, knowing the dragons are at war with the Nav. While the Onemind take care to avoid senseless bloodshed, we are not entirely guiltless. Not guiltless, yes. We kill dragons too. Traveling to the Dragon Tower on my own would mean certain death. They would surely take me as an enemy. But I remembered something I heard in my travels. Master, you have spoken to the dragons before, yes? You could escort me to them to ask for permission. Should I succeed in my quest, we can wean ourselves from Lost Nav entirely, sustain ourselves. It is worth a try. I will prepare for this daring quest. Okay. So, we accompany Deftarm to Annex Shrine. It's not far, but I can understand why he doesn't want to go alone. I mean, biggest dragons who don't like your people and probably kill you on sight? I do not think any non might have come to as close to the Dragon Tower as I. Were you not with me, I fear I would soon be dust. And now, to go closer... Oh yeah, up there. We want to talk to Vidofnir. Hello, Vidofnir.
Well met, friend of Izel. Thou wish to speak with me?
Come.
How perplexing. What compelleth thee to bring a Nav before me?
Great Dragon, merciful Dragon, forgive my intrusion. It was I who asked Master for an audience. I'm not of the Nav. I'm an exile, cast away from the colony, a Vath. The Vath has no appetite for hostilities near our home. We fear the dragon. I came to entreat, to beseech you for help.
Boldly spoken, Vath. What wouldst thou ask of me?
I, the Vath Deftarm, only seek to secure clay from the sediment beds in your lands, to fortify our walls. Should our walls crumble, the Onemind will surely seize our colony for their own. They could beset your tower with ease. The Nav of the Onemind are foe to us, just as they are to you, Great Dragon. Will you allow our humble colony to harvest the clay within your domain?
The clay is of little worth to us. Be that as it may, I cannot yet grant thy request. Words will not surface proof. By thy deeds shall thou demonstrate that thou standest apart from the swarm. Face our enemy. Slay the Nav.
Slay the Nav? But...
Thou art troubled by the thought. Dost thou refuse?
No. Great Dragon, I shall do as you ask.
He is indeed unlike his kin. Yet how will he fare once forced to confront his fear? If thou art truly friend to him, thou wouldst do well to follow and observe. Assist him with his task if thou must, but be warned, if he slave not a single nerve, we will know.
A test. And as we had last episode, Deftarm still struggles with the control of one mind. Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. I cannot possibly fight the one mind. What have I gotten myself into? Deftarm, an adventurer keeps his word. This is not about being an adventurer. You do not understand how it feels, Master. You are not Vath. This is not like the other requests. If I do not prove myself, the dragons will devour me. Oh, I wish to be left alone. Okay, then we can help him, so let's slay a few fire dragons. Deftarm still hasn't moved. Master, These whispers, all at once, 100 voices buzzing. I cannot move. I am myself. I live for my purpose. Begun. I deny you. Quiet. So quiet. Could it be? I did it. I subdued the one mind's power. I have conquered the foe. Well done, Deftarm. They will torment me no longer, I'm sure of it, Master. My sense of self is strong enough to withstand them. The White Dragon is trusting of Master's word. Perhaps it's enough to allay her suspicions. Okay, back to Vidofnir. Great Dragon, I have done as you ask. I have slain the One Mind with my own musket. Master can testify to it.
There is no need. From atop the tower did we bear witness to thy deed. Thou hast proven thyself, and thereby earnest the right to harvest clay from our lands.
Great Dragon, the Vath are ever grateful. Should your kin be in need of our assistance, our guild shall come to your aid.
Thine offer shall be remembered, Vath. We desired only peace, and any opportunity to strengthen our bonds would be welcome.
The Vath shall ever be careful when crossing the stone tower. We will mark ourselves properly and use a single path. This do we swear. Great Dragon, I humbly take my leave of you. And report the good news to the storyteller. Storyteller, what news have I for you? I have secured beds of clay for the colony. I treated with a great white dragon of a stone tower. She gave us consent to take clay from their domain. All the clay. You treated with the dragons? On your own? Ha! Did you hear that, Fleetfoot? We are parasites no more and established relations with the dragons besides. Deftarm, you have done it. But how were you able to accomplish such a feat? Why would the great white dragon spare your life? Master has met the great white dragon before. She introduced me. She was fearsome, with enormous fangs and claws, but generous, very generous. I completed her trial. I slew the Nath and their voices vanished. I no longer hear them. Is this true? Did you see him fell the Nath? He did not succumb to the link? Indeed. This is auspicious news indeed. To become truly of an Onemind. You are fortunate to have such a compassionate master with you. Without her gracious guidance, such a valiant mission could have turned into a tragic one. I'm overjoyed. Yes, overjoyed. We have much cause to celebrate. Nothing can stand in the way of... Deftarm.
Malignant flesh scorch of our body.
It cannot be.
You forget your place. You are ever bound to us. Ever bound to the Overmind. All are naught but vessels to hold our volition.
Have you been using the Deftarm this entire time?
Deformations heed these words. Your existence irritates us. We shall suffer it no more. Once you were inconsequential. Anomalies sure to perish when abandoned to the wilds. This we allowed, but you survived. You came together. You thrived at our expense. Corrupted flesh sapping us of our strength. We are not without mercy. You will be granted one chance. Return to the colony. Rejoin. Repent. Refuse and be purged. Consider your last decision as Vath. We will not wait much longer.
Curse the Overmind, taking over my forts as he pleases. We will never obey. He means to destroy us. We must not take his words lightly. There are not enough non-mind nor cannons to withstand a full invasion. The numbers are far too great. Then we have no choice but flee. Leave the colony behind. We have learned much from our guild. We can survive elsewhere. Do as you will. But we are not leaving Heavensward. You cannot mean to stand behind, storyteller. To flee means to live. We will stay. We are the storyteller. Our purpose is to tell our story. Without the sanctuary, there will be no new stories to tell. No storytellers to continue after us. Without Los Astvad, there will be no Onemind left to feel the joy of individuality as we have. The Overmind will make certain of that. If I abandon the colony, I abandon my true purpose, to help all Vath in need. Forgive me, storyteller. I had forgotten who saved me. It would be shameful to ignore others who would share my same fate. Most shameful. All of us draw breath because of the colony. We have become too accustomed to our freedom to submit again to the Overmind. We too will stay and fight, to protect our own. So we had to go to war? Is there no other way? No, there must be. I will find it. I must think. So, the Vath are preparing for war. And we got a dragon statue now in the camp. Maybe the dragon sent notes through this somehow. Or requests, maybe verbally? The dragons of Onyx Town have become clients of the Adventurers Guild. And your reputation has increased to honored. The Vathless troubled free. I thought one of the benefits of being Vath was the ability to make choices, to decide on our own, but now I know such things can also be a curse. Are we really to go to war? Adventurer, we have an urgent request. A mother dragon cannot find her child. She begged our assistance with a search, and so we dispatched many of our brothers and sisters, but to no avail. Several times we thought we had found him, only for our quarry to flee from sight. What is worse, our last brother to give chase found himself face to face with a gruesome monster. Now everyone is far too terrified to continue with his pursuit. We need someone strong and swift like you, adventurer. The mother is most anxious to find her baby. Please go to our next shrine and speak with her. Adventurer, it's a good thing you are here. We have received complaints. The dragons say Onyx Shrine and the area around it reek of burning silver dew. They are convinced we are the culprits. This does not make sense. We have not changed the amount of silver dew we burn. There's only one thing it can be. The Onemind. They are erecting new sensors. The trust we have built between ourselves and the dragons is in much danger. We must prove to them our innocence. If we do not, they may be lost to us as clients forever. Our scouts have observed 4 new pillars of smoke. They are undoubtedly the product of these sensors. Okay, first mother. Another adventure. As I have told the others, I desire the safe return of my son. He has a propensity to cause trouble, so I ask that you hurry. Some Hall is his favorite place to play. I suggest starting there. And up there. Pretty long way. There's the pup. Now we sent Orr to challenge this mighty king of dragons to a game of tag. You will never catch me. you. Wait, I get you. Ah, you're really fast, but not fast enough. Yeah, well, little one, that's a dead end. No, she got me. You're so much more fun to play with in the Vath. So slow and clumsy you can hear them coming from miles away. Ah, all that flying made me tired. Time to return home now. Bye-bye, missus. And now let's deal with the sensors. But I show only of 2 of them, because it's just the same thing doing again. Okay, this we just turn off. But sometimes we get an encounter here. Fleshling, how dare you lay your hands upon our precious sensors? And have to deal with a scout. And the others are over there. And I believe one of them is on the tower here. Anyway, just let's return to the mother. Soon after his return, my son fell fast asleep. I have not seen him so happy or exhausted in a long while. This is a rare experience for him to play with those not of our brood. My thanks to you. Okay, let's turn our quests. Where all have failed, you stand triumphant. Thank you, great hunter. We shudder to think what would have become of us had we not been unable to deliver the baby back to his mother. We know not how to thank you, kind hunter. The dragons will remain our friends and clients. Who knew maintaining good relations with your neighbors could be such hard work? It is our hope that one day the Vath, the Nath, and the dragons of Deftarm will all find a way to live in harmony. Okay, and that shall be it for this episode. Until next time, when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, I am Mace, and don't get lost.